As far as home field advantages go in the playoffs, there are few places tougher on a visiting team than this one. Sold out Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn. As far as home field advantages go in the playoffs, there are few places tougher on a visiting team than this one. Sold out Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Today, it all starts the first of 6 on this Super Wild Card weekend, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Denver Broncos. And how about this for a start? This is out of bounds. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And incomplete to open things up.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one. Now a play fake here on first down. Wide open
open receiver complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And the Titans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as strong running gets them to the 9-yard line.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. The first down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. They're going to look to throw. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And his kick is indeed good. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, ready?
Now they'll start with a quick throw complete out to the right. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. He'll drop to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Now a 2nd and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Out of the gun now on third down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
Not a whole lot there on first and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. They'll set up to throw. Forced out to his left. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Only a 3-yard loss there on the sack, but more importantly, it leads to a 4th and goal. So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on third down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
On second down now, Coat, and able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Panther 11, Panther 11.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. This is taken at about the 14.
A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return.
And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
6-0 our score after one. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football. The Titans on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now back to throw. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
Well, he looked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps, and delivers a big play here for this offense.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
They run a draw here on second down. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him in this first half as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. But not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. It's a big loss of 5 there on second down to bring up 3rd and goal. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate. A nice carry. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
Yeah, and I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and inches.
On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, it pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, they're talking about creating turnovers. That's all they...
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Brought in by Coates. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football, Doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Right back to Njoku. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
66 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds here. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. They'll go with a keeper, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Titans are able to extend their lead.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they'd been down there. They'd been in enemy territory, as you said. They just hadn't been able to punch it in until that point. Extra point splits the uprights, and that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
2nd and 10.
Top 19, top 19. Top 60, top 60.
They'll set up a throw. He's got him in, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 35. The Broncos in their hurry-up try to get to their positions and get set quickly. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On 2nd down, Coates, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty, but when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Pioneer. 79 Broncos.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing at the break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play.
Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Second and 3. And that is taken in by Njoku. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First down, Tennessee.
Shot, 17.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And now they're in the hurry up.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw here. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
First down, Titans.
Back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. They'll look to throw. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
And the Titans first down.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. The 71 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Here's 2nd and 3. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Watch out now. 50 series. 10 cycles.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead him to 4th down. It's a quarterback sneak. And boy, that's going to be close. He didn't get much at all there, but he got the first. Looked like they might have held him defensively, but the referee signals it will be a first down.
I think in this situation, all you want to do is make sure your guys are set up front. No one jumps, no penalties. Sometimes you don't even call cadence, just go and pick it up.
Yeah, because it's on them. I mean, the quarterback's job's pretty easy there.
It really is. You talk about inches, just go get it.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. And now a fumble. The ball's out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. They go play action here on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 37 yards.
That's good for a Denver Broncos.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10.
18 Radley.
Looking to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Shepard. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 24 yards the gain there. Another first down as well. They'll try to left side. Coat. And he'll get this down only to the 18. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 now. Bringing it in. Jackson left side. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Titans are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They're going to look to throw. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 37-yard line. He'll look to throw. This is the tight end, Njoku. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
First down, Titans.
He'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Titans continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground. And he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. This one complete to Coates. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Back to throw now on 1st down. His throw incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. Well, a clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs. 2nd and 9. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great effort there, with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Titans have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result. As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
Now this throw caught left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
Here we go.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Hey, green. Fury, yellow. Hut, hut.
On third down, they'll try and run for it on the draw. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Let's go.
And they take a knee. And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on,